We are continuing tripping with Alaska Airlines to sunny San Diego. Now, you just saw we had an amazing beluga encounter, but those aren't the only animals that you can interact with.
That's right. We learned about SeaWorld's efforts to R&R, rescue and release. Take a look. It's lunchtime here at SeaWorld in San Diego, but Kelly and I aren't eating. We're actually going to be feeding some sea lions behind us, and we're bringing in Taryn to tell us all about it. Taryn, you are a zoological specialist and trainer.
Yeah.
How long have you been working with SeaWorld?
I've been working at SeaWorld since 2014, but I've been working specifically with our Pinniped area for the last 3 years.
It must be fun, you know, interacting with all the guests and seeing, especially the little ones, their excitement when they're feeding the sea lions, right?
Yes, I love to see people be able to interact so closely with these animals, and especially here in this exhibit, tell the differences between a lot of our different species.
And can you tell us about some of them? Because I know we have seals, sea lions. What are some of the differences?
Absolutely, there's some really cool differences. One of the big ones that a lot of people notice right off the bat is actually the noise they make. So California sea lions are actually famous because they roar. That's actually why they get their name sea lion.
Okay.
Where seals are pretty darn quiet most of the time. They do make mumbles and grumbles here and there, but that's definitely one way right off the bat when you hear them roaring and barking. It's always going to be a sea lion. Yeah.
Yeah, or Mikey.
I make the same exact noise when I'm hungry as well. Okay, so let's talk about feeding right now. How is it when people come out and feed?
Yeah, absolutely. So they can head right over to our booth and they can pick up a couple of fish and they can walk right up to our animals. They can toss fish right over to any of our animals, or they can use the feeder tube. So there's a bunch of different ways they can interact by feeding the animals here.
And how often can they eat? Because it seems like, you know, they're hungry. They're wanting those fish thrown to them.
Yes.
Do they ever get like full that you have to say stop an eating time, or?
They definitely can. So we definitely keep track of how much they eat. All of our animals also get weighed once a week, so we can make sure they all stay at a healthy weight. But they are opportunistic eaters. So if there's food around, they're gonna probably eat it most likely.
Also like us.
We just gravitate towards all the food. Okay, so is it okay if Kelly and I probably get one of those box of fishes to feed them?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's do it. Nice. When you think of SeaWorld San Diego, of course you think of the fun and excitement and being able to see the fun animals. But what many don't know is that SeaWorld has an amazing conservation and rescue program. And here to tell us all about it is Jenny, the supervisor of the rescue program. Aloha.
Hi.
So can you tell us about the rescue program?
Yes, so the rescue department, my team, we're available 365 days a year and 24/7. So we'll get phone calls from concerned citizens, lifeguards, police officers. They are concerned about an animal. We will assess, we'll go out, rescue it if it needs to be rescued, rehabilitate it, and return it.
Okay, and you guys have done amazing work. You actually recently reached a big milestone. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, so the SeaWorld parks and Busch Garden parks have rescued over 41,000 animals. It's really, really special to be a part of that. That is a very major milestone. It's just amazing to be a part of giving these animals a second chance at life.
Jenny, let's tell our viewers about the funds, because when they come out to SeaWorld, they're supporting your program, right? What do you guys do on a daily basis here?
So that's a really great question. We're found solely behind the scenes. These are all rescued animals. Their #1 goal is to rescue, rehabilitate, and return. So a lot of people don't get a chance to see these animals. And so part of the proceeds that go to the park admission and the programs goes to this program. And I don't think a lot of people know that because we're found behind the scenes.
Yeah. So it's amazing work that you guys do here. Do you have any stories that you want to share with our viewers about something that you've experienced, like a success story?
Yes, so recently we rescued a neonate harbor seal pup. We got a phone call in La Jolla, which is about 25 minutes from here. There was a school group that was out learning about the tides and the tide pools, and they saw a little abandoned neonate white harbor seal pup. And so we rescued that animal. It still had its umbilical cord attached. And not only did we rescue that animal, we rehabilitated it. We also returned it. It started out at about 10 kilograms. We returned it at 24 kilograms. And on top of that, my favorite part is there were 20 to 30 kids that got to learn about harbor seals. They got to learn about moms and pups and SeaWorld and how we're going to rescue it. We try to educate people every time we go out there and tell them what we're going to do. We're going to take it to the animal hospital at SeaWorld. We're going to rehabilitate it, and number one goal is to return. So that's one of my favorite parts. They will always remember that, I'm sure.
And for those who want to help themselves, want to donate to your program, where can we go?
So one of the things that you can do, people can do, they can go onto the SeaWorld Conservation Fund's website. You can definitely donate there. I always tell people it does start with the individual. When you're at the beach, if you see trash or you see something that these animals could ingest, that could definitely, that's doing your part. Every single person counts, and we can all make a difference. So believe it or not, that's really, really helpful. Sometimes we have animals come in and it's human impact, and they have fishing lines wrapped around them or something like that. So doing beach cleanups and trying to help in that sense, that goes a really, really long way.
And thank you again for your amazing work that you do for our marine animals. And we're actually going to be able to go see some more of those.
Oh, yes.
Let's go check them out.
All right.
Wow, 41,000 animals. That's incredible. And it's not just, the sea lions like you saw behind us. It even includes birds that are around the ocean. And then, of course, other different animals. They had some dolphins that they were helping to rehabilitate. And again, those are going to be released back into the wild. So really cool that I
saw some footage
of
turtles.
great work.
Yeah, and Kelly and I, obviously, we were very limited on what we could show you guys because, obviously some of the animals are being taken care of, but we saw a whole bunch of stuff that they do behind the scenes. And it's good to know, and this is something that I didn't even know, that when you go to a SeaWorld park, your funds are actually going to benefit these animals. So like she said, R&R, right? Rescue and then release. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the fence, they had some tarps up. So they didn't want the animals to get attached to them because they want them to be able to go out into the wild.
Yeah, so normally, folks can't go back there. You can't normally be close to the animals or interact with them. So because, again, they are going to be released back into the wild. So they want to keep it kind of as normal for them as possible during their transition. But again, rescue, rehabilitate, and then release. That's the biggest thing. They do such great work to really help heal the animals, to make sure that they're going to be successful, that when they are released, that they're going to survive. And she was saying how it was really cool to see, some sea lions that they had tagged, and then that are having their own babies, that they see that they're actually able to continue on and help to expand the marine mammal population. So very cool work. Again, really wonderful to talk to SeaWorld. So thanks to them for letting us get a little bit of behind the scenes action there.
Love you guys.
All right, and who brought us there? Alaska Airlines, you guys. Alaska Airlines was named the Worldwide 2022 Airline of the Year by Air Transport World.
Yeah, not only do they provide great care for their guests, but they also care about the environment. They are one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential companies this year because of their leadership in sustainability.
Yeah, so wonderful. And if you're ready to take another trip, the Most Caring Airline has your back. Kama'aina can save $50 on their next flight when joining the Alaska Airlines Mileage Plan program. And you can learn all the details on that at alaskaair.com/join now.